have in-spin flowers, we have anti-spin flowers, we have isolations, and we have extensions, right? And these are all variations on spirograph patterns, that is epi and hypotrochoids. And it turns out that they each have two components that make up each of them. That is, if I'm doing an anti-spin flower, there will be a point at which I'm doing a petal and a point in between the petal. Points in between the petal, my hand and poi are moving in parallel. When I get to the petal, the path of the hand and the poi head overlap. Now, when they overlap, they can easily switch into isolation. Thank you. When they are between petals, they easily switch into extension. These are both also examples of when the poi path and the hand path are intersecting versus operating in parallel, right? So, if we accept that these are the only 2 points at which we can transition into a trick either that is neighboring our original trick or within the same circle, we find that there are certain relationships between them that remain no matter what. So for example, if I'm playing around with a box mode 4-petal anti-spin flower, I can switch it into triquetra by having the triquetra share 2 petals with the box mode 4-petal, right? This is what I refer to as a soft transition. That is, it's a transition that can be accomplished without getting rid of the momentum of either the hand or the poi. Another great example would be if we're playing around with the cat eye and we do the unit circle transition over to an extension in a circle neighboring, right? So we have soft transitions inside the circle. We have soft transitions outside the circle, right? And we also have hard transitions. That is, what if instead of retaining momentum, we completely stop the momentum of both poi and hand and reverse them, right? In which case we wind up with stalls. But the funky thing is that these hard transitions always mean that the pattern we come out in is the opposite. It's essentially the same pattern we just came out of, but going the opposite direction, right? There's also what I call mixed transitions, wherein the poi keeps moving, the hand reverses direction, or the hand keeps moving and the poi reverses direction. And these are what we normally think of as caps. This or this, right? So, if we proceed to map out all the different ways that these hand circles can overlap in arcs and loops and create all kinds of funky patterns, we wind up with really funny things like this, in which our hands start off as 2 big circles that overlap at their midpoints, and we convert it into a smaller circle in the middle, which is a geometrical concept called a vesicopiesis. Yes? We also can perform a vesicopiesis as hybrids.
It's like this?
Static versus triquetra to cat eye versus iso to static versus triquetra. And back. So, the rules then that we think of are hard transitions always reverse the pattern, soft transitions always make sure that arcs stay arcs and loops stay loops, and mixed transitions always switch a loop to an arc. So with these few basic rules, we have all kinds of funky things that can come out of it.
Cool. Look at it, nice.
So, play around with these. These are fun.
Cool.
Yep.